Let's welcome in our panelist here. Jeff Cooner joins us, host of the Cooner Report in Boston, and David Carlucci is here, Democratic strategist. Welcome to you both. All right, Jeff, start us off. Your thoughts on Governor Newsom's comments?
He's committing political suicide. I know that he's playing to the radical left and the Democratic base, and he thinks it's setting him up in 2028. But he's got a big problem on his hands. His state is overrun with illegal aliens, primarily because of him and Joe Biden, obviously, when he was in the White House. California has the highest poverty rate in the country, the highest gas taxes in the country, the highest state income tax in the country. Homelessness, drugs, crime are rampant. And literally, as he's trying to blast Trump yesterday, you've got Mexican drug cartel who are running a prostitution, human trafficking operation in Little Tokyo, about 100 feet from where he's speaking. And he doesn't give a damn that 14, 15, 16-year-old girls are being trafficked because he's more interested in attacking ICE. ICE is there to deport violent, criminal, illegal aliens. And Gavin Newsom, if he wants to take the side of gangbangers, murderers, rapists, and drug traffickers, be my guest, because he is going to get destroyed in the 2028 election should he get the Democratic nomination, which, by the way, I believe he won't.
All right, Jeff, thank you for that. We'll bring in David as well. You know, there's one statement that the governor was making, this is Trump's country, in terms of, he talked about the lack of due process and, again, ICE agents and the increase of the amount of ICE agents, CBP officers, et cetera. But it could be argued that this is what America voted for. Exit polling, mass migration, the handling, mass deportations, that is widely supported. America voted for this. This is what that looks like. It isn't necessarily President Trump, but it's the will of the majority of the American people. David.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, you're always going to have close to a 50-50 split in anything you do politically. And if my friend Jeff here were correct in terms of ICE only focusing on our violent criminals and prioritizing that, I think most people, including Democrats, even Democrats on the far left, would applaud that. But what's happening is, and as Gavin Newsom is trying to articulate, is that it's used as a fear tactic, not necessarily to keep us safe, but to keep us scared. And that's the problem. When we start to creep up on the due process that we enjoy as a right, that both on the right and the left really value that right here in the United States, that's extremely important. And yes, do we have to go after violent criminals, whether they're illegal or U.S. citizens? Please, let's not differentiate between the two. Let's go after criminals, no matter who they are. But let's not impede on our rights as Americans in order to do that. Because we could all be safe, right? But if we have to live in a prison to do that, that's not what we want.
Okay, point well taken. They're not deporting American citizens, though. So I think that that's sort of the difference here.
No, but my point is to go after criminals, whether they're illegal or not.
I know, that's definitely part of their mission. And we've heard that from Tom Homan. Guys, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Friday. Jeff and David, we will see you soon.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
You too. Thanks. All right, we have your messages to the president coming up in our Dear Mr. President segment right after this break.